Baby, donde tú quieras, yo paso a buscarte. Tú espérame afuera, pa' si no llamarte. No traigas paraguas como quiera, vamos a mojarte.
Welcome back to Max Reaction. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're having a good day. I am. Anyway, we're going to react to the 5 most badass people of all time. So let's see how badass they are. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they accomplish. Let's see if we can attempt what they did. Let's check it out. Extremely badass people. What do you got?
Hugh Glass was a 19th century American frontiersman, famous for exploring the watershed of the upper Missouri River.
I respect that.
What gave him the status of a national hero is an endeavor he made as a fur trapper in 1823, when he famously survived a brutal bear attack. While scouting for food along the Grand River in 1823, Hugh Glass ran into an enraged grizzly bear mother, who attacked him to defend her 2 cubs. Unable to reach his rifle,
fighting a bear,
Glass was able to escape from her death grip and stab her with his knife while she shredded his face, chest, arm, and back with her claws.
Shredded
These
cheese.
wounds were so gruesome that his fellow trappers simply placed a bear hide over him as a funeral shroud and left him for dead. So he could get out of the hostile territory and away from the Native Americans who had recently killed half of their crew.
Oh no, bears and Indians.
The whole horrendous story would have ended there, but not Hugh Glass. When Glass eventually regained consciousness, he set his own leg, wrapped himself in his bear hide shroud, and started crawling along the banks of the Cheyenne River. During the insane trek across country that followed, he prevented gangrene from infecting his wounded back by lying on a rotting log and allowing maggots to eat his dead flesh. He sustained himself by killing and eating rattlesnakes and crawled through the land for 6 weeks until he reached civilization, which was baffled and impressed to see him alive.
Shame, first of all, shame on the people you're with. This guy just fought off a bear and he's still alive, and you're just gonna throw a dead carcass on him and leave him? Come on, give him a chance. He had to eat rattlesnakes and let maggots suck the infection out of his knee. Come on, that guy has spirit, that guy has drive, that guy is confident, and that guy is wanting to live. I wouldn't go back out in the woods with those people again that left you. I'm just saying that.
Is a German zoologist, and even though she's made contributions in her field, she's more famous for being a plane crash survivor. In the early 70s,
you never will be famous for that.
17, Julian was on a flight from Lima to Pucallpa with her mother when the plane was struck by lightning. Julian was the sole survivor of the plane crash, which fell a total of 2 miles from the sky.
Only 2 miles? Is that it?
And landed in a rainforest with injuries of a concussion, broken collarbone, a gash to her right arm, and her right eye swollen shut. The sweets she found while checking for survivors ended up being her only food. She followed a small stream, expecting it to lead her to civilization. After 9 sleep-deprived days spent in knee-high water with an empty stomach, Colette finally came across a boat belonging to lumbermen who tended to her wounds and eventually got her to safety.
At least she found some nice people. But you never want to be famous for a plane crash survival. Because it seems, I've watched a few stories on plane crashes and people surviving. They always crash. It seems like in remote places, like on a mountain or in an Amazon forest jungle, wherever you're at. And then you got to fight all those elements. I mean, you just survive. Isn't surviving a plane crash enough? And then you got to do all this other craziness just to get to civilization and live? I don't know. I don't know. This plane crash, just take me, I think. Just take me.
Was a Finnish farmer and hunter living on the present-day border between Finland and Russia, who joined the Finnish militia at the early age of 20.
It's a rough border right there.
The average young man turned into a legendary sniper, nicknamed White Death. Hugh was a remarkable shot who broke all known records. During a 100-day period, he managed to kill 500 soldiers of the Red Army.
500?
A remarkable number of 5 successful hits per day.
That's sad.
Hugh operated during the very few daily hours of sunlight, in white camouflage, in temperatures between -40 and -20 degrees Celsius.
That's just enough.
The Soviets put his murder as a priority and attempted to kill him with counter-snipers and artillery strikes, but failed repeatedly. In March 1940, Hugh was finally hit. An explosive bullet hit him in the lower left jaw and took off half of his face.
Wow, and lived.
Hugh didn't die. Remarkably, he pulled through and lived to see the end of the fighting. Even though the bullet had crushed his jaw and blew off his left left cheek. How managed to make a full recovery.
Killed that many people and survived a bullet.
17-time world champion Soviet Armenian fin swimmer. Although a prominent name in the obscure
big title
underwater
right
sport,
there.
Karapetyan is actually best known for the incident which made him retire. In 1976, while training with his brother alongside a lake, Karapetyan witnessed a trolley bus crash with 92 passengers inside. The trolley bus fell from a dam wall and splashed at the bottom of a 10-meter deep reservoir.
Holy smokes.
Karapetyan ran to the rescue and single-handedly rescued 20 people from the sinking bus.
Now that's a hero.
Karapetyan managed to break into the trolley bus and, with barely any visibility and very little time, pulled 20 passengers up to safety.
That is a hero.
Unfortunately, the combined effect of cold water and the multiple wounds he received led to him falling into a 45-day coma. He awoke a hero, but never managed to recover completely. His heroics sadly ended his career, but saved many lives. Karapetyan repeated his heroism 10 years later.
That man's amazing.
When he rescued people trapped in a burning building, which made him become a household name.
That man is truly amazing. Like, he pretty much gave his career up, not knowing that he was going to, and risked his own life to rescue 20 people. How do you pull 20 people out, and after the 20th person, you go into a coma? I mean, I don't know, I guess that's the Lord telling him he needs some rest. I don't know.
Roy Benavidez was a former member of the United States Army Special Forces who was awarded the Medal of Honor for his actions in Vietnam. He is best known for surviving the impossible. He went to save his comrades who were outnumbered. The helicopter couldn't land because of the intense small arms fire, so he jumped from the hovering helicopter around 30 to 50 feet in the air. He then had to run 75 meters to his comrades, where he was shot in the leg, face, and head on the way.
He's a real Forrest Gump.
He started rescuing his squad mates, and while he was doing so, got shot in the gut and took a grenade to the back. After all? He was miraculously still mobile and still going. Roy then found out the helicopter he previously jumped from had crashed, so he went and rescued the wounded pilot from the wreckage and proceeded to call in airstrikes and call for another rescue attempt.
He's a freaking hero.
In the thigh a couple more times, and on his trip to the backup rescue chopper, he was beaten and stabbed by an enemy, who he then killed in hand-to-hand combat. Once he finally made it to the chopper, he then allowed his comrades to pull him in. When they arrived back to the base, he was pronounced dead and put into a body bag. As they were zipping up the body bag, he had only the strength to spit to let them know he was still alive.
They put him in a body bag.
These wounds and received the Medal of Honor.
That dude deserves way more than the Medal of Honor. He deserves paid by the government for life. He should never have to work again and never have to spend a dime, because he sounds like he saved a lot of people. He put his life at risk, like seriously, over and over and over, and he survived knife attack, hand-to-hand combat, falling out of or jumping out of a helicopter, a grenade to the back, and who knows what else, and he lived. He makes Forrest Gump look like nothing. Well, I guess Forrest Gump is nothing, but I love that movie. Anyway, those are some of my thoughts, those are some of my feelings, those are some of my reactions. What do you think? And let me know by comment down below and telling me. I'll read your comment and respond. But for now, you can check the social media links down below if you want to join me in those. And also, if you want to hit that subscribe button and join the Max Reaction family, I'd appreciate it. We're trying to get to that 20K, that 20,000 subscribers, and you can help by joining the family. But anyway, hopefully next time you choose a Max Reaction, and don't forget to spread that peace, that love, that happiness wherever you go. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Baby, donde tú quieras, yo paso a buscarte. Tú espérame afuera, pa' si no llamar.